In this question, we have 5 different denominations of coins starting from 1 rupee, 50 paise, 25 paise, 10 paise and 5 paise. The main point that they are given is the number of coins of each denomination is equal and the total value of all the coins is rupees 380, that is 380. So let's start with, let the number of coins of each denomination be 100x. Okay, so with 100x coins of 1 rupee, we will have the value as 100x. 100x coins of 50 paise will have the value as rupees 50x. And similarly for 25 paise coins, the value will be 25x. 10 paise coins, the value will be 10x. And 5 paise coins, the value will be 5x. So the total value will be 100x plus 50x plus 25x plus 10x plus 5x, which comes to 190x. And they are given that the total value of all the coins is equal to 380. So rupees 380 is equal to 190x. Therefore, we get x is equal to 2. So since x is equal to 2, the number of coins of each denomination is 100x. So therefore, number of coins of each denomination is equal to 100x, which is equal to 200. So we have 200 coins of each denomination. That means the value of 1 rupee coins will also be 200. Okay. The original ratio of number of students in 3 classes is 2:3:5, and they are given that after 40 students are added to each class, the new ratio becomes 4:5:7, and we are asked to find the total number of students originally. Okay, in questions like these where the ratio is given, I prefer to use the common multiplier. Using x as the common multiplier, the number of students, original number of students, in the 3 classes will be 2x, 3x and 5x. Okay, so we can use any 2 classrooms for just comparison's sake. So using these 2 classrooms, 2x and 3x, when 40 students are added to these 2 classes, the new ratio becomes 4:5. Okay, so we have 2x plus 40 upon 3x plus 40 gives us 4/5 as the new ratio. So simplifying this, that is cross multiplying, we get 10x plus 200 is equal to 12x plus 160. Okay, so simplifying this, we get 2x is equal to 40, therefore x is equal to 20. So now we have the value of x as 20. We would have got the same value if we had compared any 2 other classrooms. So even if we compared 3x and 5x, adding 40 to each, we would have got the new ratio as 5:7. We will still have got the same value of x as 20. So using x is equal to 20, we will now find the total number of students in the 3 classes. The total number of students in the 3 classes is 2x plus 3x plus 5x, that is 10x. So original number of students total is equal to 10x, which is equal to 200. So 200 students were there originally. Here rupees 750 is to be distributed amongst 3 people, A, B and C. The amount received by A and B is in the ratio of 5:2, whereas the amount received by B and C is in the ratio of 7:13, and we are asked to find what will be A's share in this. Okay, so for that we'll have to actually calculate the share received by each one of them. So to do that, we'll have to bring this ratio in the form of A is to B is to C. To bring that, what we'll do is the corresponding values of B in the two different ratios, we'll have to bring them to an equal number. So these two numbers have to be brought to a single number. So the common number, that is LCM of these 2 and 7, is 14. So bringing it to 14, this number is to be multiplied by 7, whereas this number is to be multiplied by 2. So if this number is multiplied by 7, the corresponding value in the ratio will also have to be multiplied by 7. Similarly, since this 7 is multiplied by 2, the corresponding value in this ratio will also be multiplied by 2. So the values for A will become 7 5s are 35. The value for B as usual is 14, and the value for C will be 13 2s are 26. So A is to B is to C is in the ratio of 35 is to 14 is to 26. So how do we distribute it? So putting a common multiplier to each of these values, x. Okay, so we have 35x plus 14x plus 26x is equal to 750, right? The total amount is 750 and is distributed in this fashion. So the total value will be 750 will be equal to 35x plus 14x plus 26x, which comes to 75x. Therefore x is equal to 10. Now since x is equal to 10, the amount received by A will be 35x, which is 35 into 10 is 350. Amount received by B will be 14x, which is 14 into 10 is 140. And amount received by C will be 26x, which is 260. Okay, so we have the answer here. Here rupees 117 is to be distributed amongst A, B and C. The actual ratio of distribution was 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4, but by mistake the ratio applied was 2 is to 3 is to 4, that is the reciprocal of these three numbers. So we are asked to find which one of the three gained and by how much, gained the most and by how much. So in this case we can see in the original ratio the smallest factor was 1/4, whereas in the incorrect ratio the largest one was 4, which corresponds, both of them correspond to the values for C. So it is obvious from these ratios that C was the one who gained the most. Now to find out by how much did he gain actually, we'll have to actually do the calculation. So this 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4, we can bring it to a single integer form by multiplying each of these fractions by a common LCM, which is 12 in this case. So multiplying these three fractions by 12, we get A is to B is to C is equal to 6 is to 4 is to 3. Okay, so this is a in place of 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4, we can use 6 is to 4 is to 3. So applying common multiplier x, we get 117 is equal to 6x plus 4x plus 3x, that is 13x. Therefore x is equal to 9. Therefore C would have received originally, that was expected to receive 3x, that is 3 into 9, which is rupees 27. So C's original expected value was rupees 27. Now we'll find by how much did he gain by calculating the incorrect value that he got. So in the second case, the ratio is 2:3:4. That is applying again a common multiplier y. We'll write 117 is equal to 2y plus 3y plus 4y, which is equal to 9y. Therefore, y is equal to 13. Okay. So since y is equal to 13, the value that C got incorrectly was 4y. That is 13 fours are rupees 52. That means C made a gain of 52 minus 27, which is equal to rupees 25.